Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Moggycraft Season 2, and look what I got. I got a little bit of a frog light farm setup. It's just very small and not very efficient, and most of it I have to do manually, but as you can see, there are some small magma cubes here, and sometimes the frog will just be like, I'm hungry, feed me slime, and it will do this. It will eat the magma cube, and yeah, so that also happens sometimes. Sometimes the magma cubes hit me because I am too close to them, and then they die from my thorns damage. But as you can see, it does work, and I have set up one with an orange frog, so the normal variant, the warm variant, which is the white one, which gives the purplish ones, and here's the green one. Let's see, no, nothing. Okay, but I am just going to remove these in a moment because today I want to work on something, and you might be able to guess what. I want to work on the hub. By that, of course, I mean my own personal little nether hub that is gonna go over here. And in case you're wondering why these are here, it's because a lot of magma cubes went through my portal and ended up on the other side, which was very annoying. But yeah, we're gonna work on this area today, and no more cubes will spawn in here, so these guys are going to be useless if they stay here. So what I'll probably do is just have them over here, waiting to be used again. And maybe I'll set up a magma cube, what are they called? The frog light farms somewhere else nearby, maybe even on the roof, and allow for a portal that leads to an area near my base, like probably on this side of my base, really. So maybe have like a portal that links up to an area over here where they can die and the frogs can eat them. And here you see a few more frogs, and you might be wondering where I got them from, seeing as mine all either despawned or died when I had them. So I actually did not use commands for most of these. I got the white ones that you see over here and in the nether from a mangrove swamp that's like far in that direction. Pretty easy to get to through the nether. And then I just bred these two over here. They spawned a few tadpoles, and I got the orange variants. Then for the green ones, I actually did just use a command because I did not want to go all the way over there or make it a bigger pain than it has to be. Because technically, I still was supposed to have these, but they died through a bug or something like that, not sure. But I thought it would be the fair thing to do. So here you can see the frog lights that I've collected so far, and it looks like we have quite a lot of pearlescent and not that many ochre and verdant, but I'm sure we're gonna get around to farming them sometime soon. And I have collected some material that I'll need to build the nether hub, and this is what I got so far. Of course, that's not everything, but for now it will have to do. And we can probably already get started quite easily, so let's go do that. Apparently this is not something I had done yet, and that is get all three of the different frog lights in my inventory at once, and because of that I just got this achievement. Very nice. So let's get started on this nether hub, and the first thing I'm noticing is that there are still barrels here. So we'll just have to remember that, I think, because I'm not going to take care of them just quite yet. What I will take care of are these slabs over here that look rather ugly. And hopefully that magma cube is not going to be too much of a pain. I mean, he's now on the other side of the portal, and maybe he's going through the portal. We'll have to see. And let's just start with the floor, because that's probably the best way to get started. So what we want to do is have some quartz slabs over here, just going in a straight line. right now. I'm not going to count how many blocks I'm out from the portal. And something else we're going to need is the stone cutter, because I am going to turn this into different blocks. So the block I'm going to turn this into probably polished black stone bricks. Yeah, but at least the slab variant. And for some I'll do the stair variant. So I'm just crafting half a stack for now. And that should be okay. Let's put this down here. Just right next to it. And as for the stairs, they are gonna go over here. Which is why I don't need to bother with the corner blocks. I do have to bother with this apparently. And that's also why we might forget that there are barrels there, but they are just filled with basalt, so if we really need basalt, we can either mine it or find it here if we don't forget. So let's go around the portal with the blackstone bricks. And next up, we're going to use some of the resin blocks. And we're just going to place them over here in a circle around the portal. Go away. And then to spawn proof it, we'll also put slabs on top of that. The next logical step would be to go out from over here. So I think we'll need 3 blocks. And yeah, and then we have a corner here that just leads over here. So we're going to do the same over here. So 3 plus 1. And there we go. This should be that all done. And we're just going to do this in every corner, as you may expect. Whoops. Good thing there's no lava here. And as you may expect, I also did put slabs on all of this. Now we are going to have to mine out just this little bit over here. Just 1 block lower. But let's first continue spawn proofing the rest. And that goes as simple as this. So just moving it around this area, and then with the quartz slabs we go around there, and of course we will have polished blackstone slabs all across here as well. So I think you see the pattern that I'm going for. This is going to be a nice little path around the portal over here. So before we continue with this area, let's just continue over here. And what I'm going to do is just put these bricks around this area over here. Simple as this. And you can probably imagine what's going to happen on this. We're also going to put these slabs on top of here. Remember how I said I'm happy I didn't fall into lava? Well, it happened. So while it probably looks like there's still gonna be much more behind this, there's actually not. This is where there's going to be a staircase to go up. But other than that, this is where the walls are going to be. And I believe those walls are just going to be regular blackstone. So what we'll have is, let's do it for 3 high at the moment. And just go around the place like this. Alright, so this is where the walls are going to be. And let's quickly finish this thing up. And I'm just going to fill this with magma blocks. And on top of the magma blocks we'll have orange glass. So it's nice and transparent. You can see the magma blocks from up above. And let's see, this should be rather quick to do, and this is done. Yep, looking pretty nice. The next thing we'll need is an actual way to get in and out of this place. So let's make a door right here, And we're just going to do that like this, which looks very boring, plain and ugly. But that's when we are going to start decorating it a little bit. So we're just going to be using stairs over here. There's one here, one there, and then on top of here as well. And then upside down, and then followed by slabs over here. And what I think I'll do is put like a little lantern over here just to give off a little bit of light and also add a bit more decoration. Now let's also go over here and do those exact things once again. So it's pretty simple to build this door. Just like this. Yep, that's all you need to do. There we go, upside down stairs over here, and slap, slap, slap. There we go. Now it is all the way around. It was not the last one. Okay, now it's the last one. And let's just continue this path a little bit. Just to over there. Okay, perfect. Now, what I have to do is, well, link these to all the different places. But before that, I think what I'll do is make a staircase leading up. So we have an upper platform as well. And that is going to take a lot of time. And I might actually have to mine a little bit more because this was still designed with the old design in mind. Like the space around this place. And I have since changed the design of the stairs a little bit. Just so it looks a bit better. But it also changed the whole upstairs area. So based on this right here, I would say maybe I have to push the walls back 5 more blocks, maybe 7. And at least not everywhere. Just in the places where the staircases are going to be. So that will be this over here, there, there, and there. So not too much work at least. Alright, next up we are going to decorate this portal itself. And we are going to need quite a few of these stairs. I don't think we're gonna need that many slabs, but we are going to need a few. So let's just grab more blackstone. We are also going to need resin bricks once again. Let's craft ourselves some of those stairs. Now we're going to place a temporary block here. I mean, I am going to keep it there because it's not really going to be in the way or seen at all. So let's just pretend like we filled in the corners with obsidian. And then in the middle over here, we will have a stair upside down as well. Let's see, I believe we're going inwards and then outwards against it. And we're going to have to do the same thing over here, just like that. Then we're going to put slabs above it. And what we're going to do is use our flint and steel to light a fire here. And on top of here, we will have the resin bricks. So we can actually bring that all the way around, just like that. And this is what we're going to have to do on all sides. Alright, and unfortunately this is where I'm a bit stuck at the moment. I've just placed down a couple of slabs to prevent spawning. But ideally I would go further up with this. I'm just not sure if I want a big tall tower made out of this portal that just leads upwards. Or if I want to have a giant flame going from this portal with nothing above it. If I do make a way up, it will also mean that I can place down a way upwards inside of here, which will lead to the nether roof once I've actually broken a bedrock right over there. But of course that's still time and time away that I don't even know if I'm actually going to do that. So what do you guys think? This is ideally where we would also start on the ceiling, but that is going to be a little bit of trouble, seeing as I will need a lot more blackstone than this. I am going to need to go upwards as well and think of a good design for both the walls and the ceiling itself. So I'm open to suggestions what blocks I should use. I was thinking maybe just like make a slope from over here upwards, and then just flat ceiling, because I'm not that good with ceilings. So yeah, also be sure to let me know what you guys think of that. Now with the nether hub somewhat functional, let's focus on one of the portals. And this one is the one that leads to Moggy Dungeon. So let's see if we can actually move it to somewhere over here. If we move it to over here, what will happen? So let's put these blocks in place. And see what happens when we go through this portal. Will it still lead to the same one, or is it going to spawn a different one? It leads to the same. That's a very good sign. That means I can move the portal to over here, even though it's not the exact location, because as you can see, we're still being sent through this portal, for example. But if we break this one, we go through, and after we've gone through, we're gonna go through this one again, and if it brings us to the portal that we wanna exit, meaning the one we just built, it means we can actually use it, and it seems it is usable. Very nice. That means I can actually use this place. But as you can see, the ceiling is a little bit low, so that might be a little issue, but we're not gonna allow it to be a little issue, so we're just going to work with the space we got over here. So one thing I wanted to try is just a cyan ceiling here. That was one thing I was thinking of doing. And unfortunately, I am a little bit low, but that's okay, I think. The next thing I wanted to do, let's see, where do I have it? I have it here. So I wanted to create a couple of pillow slabs and just make the floor out of that. Let's see where we can put the bone blocks. Let's see, that's 2 in between. That's now 2 in between. So let's see, if I do this, yeah, we will have it every other block, which is a little bit excessive, I think. What if I put one here and here? I think that might be a nice arrangement. Yes, let's go for that. Alright, let's break this fence because it is now possible to go to Moggy Dungeon from here. It's not that special of a area, as you can see, but it definitely gets you there. And I think that I probably should put something behind here. Let's see, I'll probably just put these tough bricks behind there. It is an easy block to choose from. Definitely not bad. Yes. That looks very good, I have to say. So I'm happy with this room. Even though it's nothing special, it is definitely a good way to get to that portal. One other thing we need is a way to get to spawn, and I think this one will do nicely, seeing as most of the portals are at this level. I was originally considering that door over there, but I think this might be better because it is on the same level and this is the closest door, technically this one as well, to the spawn area. And yes, it says Guardian Farm here. I am planning to build a Guardian Farm and that's the portal to it. But that of course is a project that's gonna be a while from now. Especially because I don't want to kill one of the Elder Guardians that's in there. I actually want to keep him as a pet, believe it or not. Not a pet for my base though, maybe just a pet for a certain game that I've already been building up. Anyway, let's get to this area and let's just start building a little bit of a road. I think I'll do this same pattern. And unfortunately, we are going to have to deal with a couple of magma cubes along the way. I have already started digging out the area, but as you can see, it did not get very far. Yep, this is pretty much the end. But yeah, and I need to dig that out too. But I'm pretty sure I can build it quite a bit further because I'll be using the quartz slabs from now on. And eventually I'll replace the cobblestone slabs that you just saw a moment ago with the quartz slabs so we can actually build up a nice little tunnel to spawn from our base. Alright, so I just realized that apparently my desktop audio was not being recorded, meaning I'm not sure if you could even hear the game. Probably not. So yeah, that probably sounded a little bit weird, very quiet there. But the sound should be back on. You should be able to hear me break blocks, open chests, and yada yada yada. And I have made a little change over here, and that is that I didn't put in this thing, like the other side of this wall, so that's in right now. That did mean I have to move this pillar, and therefore couldn't have the sea lantern over here. That's fine. And this area is now not complete. The floor is not complete either, but at least it's walkable and survivable. So I don't think you're going to get attacked by anything. At the very most, maybe one of those very small magma cubes, but these guys, they should not be able to do a thing. And as you can see, I did not go all the way. I went till over here because that's where the nether hub is. And I am not sure how that's going to look like. It might just be a one big tunnel in this direction. Who knows? And if that is the case, it is probably easiest to just have it stop right here. And yeah, like I said, sometimes a magma cube might come through, but it's like easy to get rid of them. I've also seen a gas spawn on top of this, so let's just hope that they don't shoot through. And yeah, I should probably put a lantern here, but what I'm thinking of doing next is making sure that the signs are up to date and this area is no longer accessible. But I might need this tunnel here, so probably going to keep it for now. I will probably do the stuff in that direction next episode. And as well as the Guardian thing that I teased earlier on. Because I think that maybe bringing some mobs over to Moggy Dungeon is a fun idea for next episode. So let me kill this big guy and these medium guys. And I'm not gonna kill the small guys. They're just gonna kill themselves on top of me. Yeah, hit me and die. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you did, then you know what to do. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.